Good morning, good evening, namaste to you, wherever you are on Mother Earth skin. It's Sarina Michaels coming to you with another little insight. You know, there's so many subjects to talk about and so many wonderful, interesting questions that we all have about our existence that every time I get in front of the camera to do a stream of consciousness insight, I'm just overwhelmed in some ways with the flood of information that starts flowing through me. And so a lot of times I think it's just a combination of what I think and also what my spirit team is wanting to channel through me. So whatever I say, may it bless you. If it doesn't resonate, just move on. Today I want to talk about regeneration. You know, living with shamanism gives you a whole different worldview. The worldview, of course, is that genetically, spiritually, and in every way, we are energetically joined and we're all one together. As I often say, the Mayan expression, in lakek, meaning I am you and you are me. And of course, then in the Hindu people say, namaste, I honor that which is within you as you honor that which is within me. So those are my loose interpretations of those sayings. Again, just to reinforce the idea that we are all one. At the same time, we are unique. We're living here in an incarnation with the idea of living a full human life, to experience a human life as a spirit within, learning and growing and evolving and adding information to our higher self, or our oversoul as some call it, of what it means to be a loving being. So regeneration is the thought that came to me this morning. What in the world do we think or know about regeneration? You know, in a physical sense, I've been experiencing regeneration of my nerves. A few years ago, I had cancer surgery, and in the process of having that cancer removed, some nerves were cut. And so when I came out of that surgery, I had numbness. In some cases, I had some tingling, but in mostly I had no feeling at all in those areas where the nerves had been cut. Now, that's been close to 4 years ago now. And so I'm beginning to feel life coming back. It's interesting how nerve endings will reach for each other. And sometimes it takes years to regenerate the connection. So I just want to talk about regeneration spiritually from that perspective. You know, we come into this world, we're born, as some people describe it, we forget what we knew as we begin this new life with new lessons to learn, or maybe old lessons that we didn't learn the last time we were here. At any rate, whatever contract we make, we come into this life fresh. And then throughout our childhood and young adulthood and even into our older years, we experience wonderful things, but we also experience hard things. Some of those hard things are traumatic. And I compare trauma to the situation that I had with the surgery, where my nerve endings were cut, traumatized, and rested for a long time with no feeling. But when the feeling starts coming back, it can be uncomfortable. You can have, for instance, with this regeneration in my body, I'm having flashes of sudden intense pain, or flashes of tingling, of a vague sensation of coming awake, you know, how that feels. And other times I will have a sense of aching, just aching. And then other times it just feels great because it just doesn't hurt and I can feel the connection being reestablished. So I want to compare waking up, spiritual regeneration, to that sort of thing, where you may have all kinds of difficult feelings. You know, you may feel, like I've just said, you may feel pain, you may feel numbness that begins to be not so numb. You may experience fear of pain. You may experience joy as the connections are being reestablished. As you begin to wake up in this human life to the memories, to the spiritual understandings that are born in you because you are a spirit inside a human shell. So we're not looking at our brain as providing this, but we're looking at it coming from the heart, coming from a spiritual connection to the divine, a spiritual connection to our higher self, a spiritual connection to greater knowledge. Sometimes this can be very uncomfortable. It can lead you out of relationships. It can lead you out of religions. It can lead you out of lifestyles. There's all kinds of uncomfortableness that goes along with regeneration. But what is the end result of regeneration? Regeneration equals wholeness. That's how I see it, wholeness. It equals healing, not in the sense that we sometimes see healing as the end of something. I'm healed. Well, let me tell you, that will never completely happen, because this entire life is meant to be an experience of learning and growing and changing. So there will always be uncomfortableness, but there will also always be joy as we connect more deeply, more highly, more widely, under us, over us, around us. We will connect more and more and more with spirit and with our true being. And so that's really all I want to say about regeneration today. Remember, you are one with all that exists. Everything is spirit. And so as you are in spirit and you are regenerating, everything around you is also regenerating. And we are having this experience together of coming to life more exquisitely. All right, that's all I want to say today. In Lakek.